And welcome back to Laramie Ice Arena. Yellowstone Yeti versus the Laramie Outlaws Gold team. Pivotal game this morning as both teams looking to punch their ticket into the championship later this morning. Yellowstone has Gage Winke back in between the pipes. Maverick Clark will take the draw to start the game out there with Korbin Lozier. Caleesi Schlenker up front, flanking him. Hunter Lozier and Tanner White are your defensive pairing to start. And we are about underway. Puck is dropped and action has started. Draw is one back for Yellowstone at the blue line. Clark challenging right away, right in on Winke. And he has to cover that one and does cover it with the glove, scoring a player from each team into the net. Draw will come to Winke's right, and Laramie showing they are going to bring pressure right from the start of this game. 3 periods, 12-minute running clocks. And Clark tries to win that draw forward, does. Unable to carry it out of the zone, now pushes it out to center. Deep into Laramie territory. Russell for Laramie picks it up and circles behind his netminder. Challenge there. And then Clark is checked to the ice. Lozier applying pressure here. Bottom of that left circle. Comes back to the point for White. Tries to hold it in, but then turns it over. And it's going to create another break chance. Jansen for Laramie right in on Winke. Fires a shot. And that rings off the junction of the pipe, top left corner and in. And for the first time in the Laramie Stampede tournament, Yellowstone's going to start out with the early deficit. Defense going to have to be on its game here. Some good speed from Laramie, showing 2 early breaks. Case Mushlock checks in, over center with the draw. Out there with Winke and Kondash up front. Ryleigh White and Koy Lundvall, the defensive pairing. Lundvall feathers it around the far side. Mushlock trying to get there at the blue line to push it out. Laramie keeps it in. Now Mushlock pushes it. Again held in just barely by Laramie. Mushlock will get the clear this time. Right there at center ice. Intercepts that pass. And here's Mushlock with some pressure. He'll work to the near side. Peels that one off the boards. Tries to evade the defender Martin. Centering pass, finds Winke, takes a backhand crack, doesn't get much on it, and that allows Laramie to turn it back out. That's going to come the length of the ice, no ice. Played here by Ryleigh White. Oh, she'll turn it over right in the slot. Now Mushlock coming away with it, trying to pick up some speed. He'll chip that one forward and chase. Oh, right out in front, and that'll be covered by the Laramie netminder. And we'll get a stoppage in play here. Frozen puck will come to the far face-off circle, offensive zone draw. Fresh legs back on the ice for Yellowstone. It'll be Clark, Lozier. Also Jackson Miears up front. Clark is back on defense with Hunter Lozier. Rowdy Hazen is the other forward. Played here along the near wall. Back and forth they go. And into Yellowstone, or correction, Laramie territory. Lozier applying pressure there behind the net. Laramie feathers it around the far side. They get it out to center. Having to hustle back is Clark and Hazen. Into the middle slot, shot. Winke grabs that one, hangs on, no rebound. And Gage Winke with a good save there. Draw will remain in Yellowstone's zone. It'll come to Winke's right. Lozier taking the draw here, pressuring it forward, trying to free it from the zone. Right there at the blue line, back and forth battle. Laramie keeps it in, but only momentarily as Clark now skates it out, trying to get through traffic at center circle. Clark fires one toward the net, bouncing puck. That's handled. Goaltender did not know where it was, but then finally does cover it. And we have just under 8 minutes to play in the first period. Laramie up on top 1-0. Schlenker will take the draw here. Mushlock picks it up off the boards, feeds it back for Ryleigh White. Back to Mushlock, sends it over for Schlenker. Length of the ice here, Winke will settle it down. Schlenker kicks it from the skate to the stick. Poke checked off though. Mushlock steps in. Laramie turns that over to Lundvall and sent it the length of the ice, and that's going to go for an icing charged against Yellowstone. And that draw is lost, and it results in a shot in on Winke, handled.
He actually broke the thing.
Held in by Laramie, shot, save Winke. And Laramie just keeps the pressure on. Another shot, save. Into the corner, Ryleigh White. Oh, she centers it for Laramie, and that allows a shot, and a great diving clear out of there by Case Mushlock. And Lundvall will ice the puck. Clark will take the draw. It's won back by Laramie, and they've spent a lot of time in the Yellowstone zone. There's a shot over the crossbar. Clark looking to pick up some speed into the zone, crossing pass, trying to find Lozier, is intercepted by Laramie. Lozier battles for it, and he'll go to the corner. Hunter Lozier chips that right back into the zone, tagging up his Yellowstone, and they'll go for it. 4.5 to play in the first period. Off the glass. Clark will hold this one in the zone. Picks it up, tries to take it deeper. Clark finds, Lozier in the slot, but Lozier unable to connect on the shot. And that's lifted back to center. Winke turns, fires it back in. Onside, but not in there for long as Laramie puts it out to center.
That was you! I haven't farted before. Yes! That was you, Kobe!
And Winke will cover that puck, and we'll get another defensive zone draw, far face-off circle. Mushlock in to take the draw. He's out there with Miears and Hazen up front. It's Lundvall. That puck is cleared out to center. Mushlock coming up on the forecheck. Trying to come up with a steal. Loses footing. Mushlock in the slot. Fires a shot off the crossbar.
Nice try. Good job.
And Winke will stick this one into the corner. Ryleigh White pushes that around the boards for Hazen. Hazen fires it from Miears just behind him, but that puck does come out to center. Sent back in by Laramie. Onside, this will go deep. Ryleigh White pursues. Around behind Winke, she pushes it around the boards for Lundvall. Lundvall sends it up the far half wall, but not out. High bouncing shot handled by Winke. Now Mushlock sends one looking for Hazen. Held in by Laramie, now picked back up by Mushlock. He'll carry it through center. Working toward the outside now. And the ref steals the puck from him. And that creates a break chance for Laramie. What a tough break that was. Shut down with a great save by Winke. Losing his glove, losing his blocker, losing his stick, but making the save. And back in, Ryleigh White goes to the corner. Ref is holding on to Winke's stick, finally gets it to him. Shot broken up there by Lundvall. Mushlock lifts one not out of the zone. Dumped in by the backhand for Laramie. Back behind Winke. Lundvall turns, tries to fire. Fans on that one. That creates a shot that's underneath the pad of Winke, and he'll hold on. Another great showing here from Gage Winke, keeping this to a 1-goal game, facing lots of pressure. And we'll see another defensive zone face-off to his right. White will take the draw out there with Schlenker and Kondash, I believe. And here's Tanner White. Oh, taken out, takes a bad spill into the boards there, pops right back up. Simpson for Laramie, puts it deep, and Westbrook on chase. Also heading to the corner is Lozier. Lozier first to it, winning that race, turns, feeds it up for Tanner White, working toward the outside, now through center, has one back to beat, Lozier on the wing. Feeds it over for Lozier, tries to go skate to stick, unable. Tanner White takes a shot, that's sticked aside, back behind, 24 seconds remaining in the period. Caleesi Schlenker working on the far half wall. Brings it all the way to the blue line and then turns. Lozier without a stick, and 8 seconds remaining. Having to be back is Clark. Maverick Clark picks up that puck, negating the break chance. And the horn will sound, and that'll be it for period number 1. Yellowstone in a deficit in this one so far, with Laramie Yellow up 1-0. Out there to start the second period will be Mushlock, flanked by Kondash to his left, Jackson Miears to his right. It'll be Lundvall and Winke back on defense. Mushlock steps in to take the draw as they change directions. Ready to go here. And draw is controlled by Mushlock. Center circle pushes it forward. Laramie fires it off the near glass. All the way into Yellowstone zone. Lundvall's going to get beat in this race. And that's going to go for an icing, though, against Laramie. Mushlock over center. Mushlock pushes it over here near side. Stick lift and comes up with this puck. Tries to fire one, but he's tied up. Lundvall will step up, send one over to the open side on the far wall. Kondash centers it, finds Miears in the slot. Miears unable to turn and fire. Now Lundvall holds this one in, sends it deep for Mushlock along the inboards. Mushlock go for wraparound attempt and score! The quick feed of Case Mushlock curls that stick around the far post, and we've got a tie hockey game at 1. It's going to be Hazen, White, Lozier up front with Clark and Lozier back on defense. Korbin Lozier working from his knees, sends it back down low for Tanner White. Backhand chance, comes right up front, unloading is Hazen, and Hazen scores. And just like that, great pressure from Yellowstone. They will claim the lead. 2-1 hockey game. Nice pressure there. Tanner White with the assist. I believe the second assist should go to Korbin Lozier. And Hazen burying the goal. Mushlock back over center. Ryleigh White to his right. Caleesi Schlenker to his left. It's Lundvall and Winke back on defense. One over for Ryleigh White. Now put over to Schlenker. She's poke checked off by Carver. White sends it off the boards into the zone. Ryleigh White battling down into the far corner. Still maintaining possession. Frees it, looking for Schlenker. Mushlock unable to, just keeps that in, but only momentarily. It's pushed out to center. That puck came back in offside, and they'll blow the whistle about 5 seconds delayed, but get an offside call and a draw right outside the zone. Just over 9 minutes to play in the second period. Mushlock with the draw. It's won by Laramie. They'll chip it forward, handled by Lundvall. Lundvall sends it in, but that's going to go for an icing against Yellowstone. And that's going to send it all the way back into Yellowstone territory. Lozier over center for the draw. It's won by Laramie. Shot from Tank. And that just takes a bad bounce off of Winke's pad, and that scores. 2-2 hockey game. Zone back here. Clark pinches up, but puck behind him. He retreats. Laramie trying to work back behind. Far side, put back to the point. Martin for Laramie, challenged immediately. And here's going to be another shot from Tank. That goes through a few misdirections, goes wide. Clark will handle it behind Winke. Maverick Clark trying to spin up the turbines here, but that's turned back into the zone. Poke checked off by Laramie into the corner, centering pass, intercepted, handled by Jeremiah Kondash. Unable to clear to the zone, and it's Laramie right in the slot. Shot doesn't get much on it, and that goes wide. Clark peels it off the inboards, but not out. Laramie maintains zone play. Lots of zone possession here for the last few minutes from Laramie. Kondash blocked that, but then another shot from Laramie that has to be saved by Winke as he gets that right pad down. And here comes Clark. Good back check by Laramie. Carried into the zone by Lozier. Lozier into the corner. Need more players cut into the net. Kondash posted out front. Oh, almost makes it right to him. Laramie slams it into the corner. Clark will keep this in the zone, sends it deep for Lozier. 6:40 to play here in the second period. As Laramie puts that out of the zone, this should go for an icing. And Winke plays it, and that negates the icing. And Laramie tries to cut through everybody. Shot blocked by Clark. Nice stick. Clark slaps that out. And this should not have enough for an icing. Hustling back to get that one was Hazen, I believe. And here comes Tank for Laramie. High shot. Winke lifts his glove above the crossbar. You want to avoid doing that. Let that shot go high. Clark overskates, and that's going to create a break here. Laramie shot, Winke save. Back behind, Clark. Takes a spill into the inboards along with Laramie. Battling back and forth. 5.5 to play in the second. Kondash sends it for Miears. Back deep. Clark is gassed. He'll slap shot it around. Rowdy Hazen gets it out, but that's going to go for an icing. And much needed fresh legs comes over the boards here for Yellowstone. That was a long shift and some tired hockey players out there for Yellowstone. Mushlock, White, Schlenker are your forwards. Winke and Lundvall, defensive pairing. D to D for Laramie. High shot, save. Winke's peeled off the boards here by Mushlock. He'll chip it around the defenseman and chase. First to it is Mushlock. Tries to delay and go the other direction, does. Tripped up, no call.
I think they need an air pod and how to learn how to bet.
Russell for Laramie carries it all the way in. Oh, and there's a big collision. Lundvall.
Yes, center boys! They're just gonna
Lundvall will just ice the puck. With 3.5 to play, we'll get a defensive zone draw. It'll come to Winke's right. And they'll take the draw from the wrong face-off circle over there, but no harm, no foul, I suppose. Lozier wins that draw, feeds it over to White, who will promptly send the puck the length of the ice. He'll say no icing. Played here by Jansen for Laramie. Challenged by Lozier. Held into the zone here by White, but he loses his stick. Goes 60 feet away from him. Good defensive stick from Clark twice, and then Lozier pushes it to the far wall. White trying to find it in his feet. Lozier chopping back and forth. Laramie comes out, works toward the slot. Clark, Winke with the save. Long shot from Laramie, knocked out of the air by Clark, and he'll send it out of the zone. And it's going to go for, would have gone for an icing, but it was on net, and Tanner White was first to it. Has to be covered by the Laramie netminder, and we'll get an offensive zone draw. Now under 2 minutes to play in the second period as Mushlock, Hazen, and Miears come on as your forwards. It's Lundvall and Winke back on defense. Hazen will take the draw. Puck is pushed over and out to center by Laramie. High shot and wide. And there's a return favor from the Laramie goaltender negating that icing. Lundvall tries to hold that in, unable, and it's going to be a tripping call coming against Yellowstone. And Mushlock is going to go to the box for the inadvertent trip. And so Laramie is going to go on the power play for the next minute. And now's the time to ice the puck and burn some of that clock. Lundvall's out there. Hazen, Winke, and Miears.
Oh, you gotta stay back. Yeah, Jackson!
Shot in there, saved by Winke into the glove, and he'll hang on. Laramie takes a long shot, goes off the foot of Lundvall. He'll carry it back behind, tied up. Lundvall pushes it into the corner further for Hazen, sends it back. That's held in at the point by Tank.
Good job, Rowdy!
Far wall. Shot from Laramie, pad save, Winke. Puck is free right out front. Battle back and forth, and Winke gets the cover. Mushlock back in, full strength, and the horn's going to go before they drop the puck here. And after 2 periods, it's Yellowstone Laramie all knotted up at 2. All right, they're gonna send Mushlock, Clark, Lozier. No, Mushlock will not be out there. Clark, Lozier, and Ryleigh White up front. Lozier and Schlenker back on defense. And pivotal period here. 2-2 hockey game. And draw comes back for Laramie as they'll get into the zone. Clark turns it right back out, and that's going to be an offside call. Clark will push the draw forward. That's lost to Laramie. Schlenker retreats into her zone. Sends it over for Lozier. And another offside call coming against Laramie. Here's the draw, Clark. Controlled here by Schlenker. She pushes it over in front of the Yellowstone Bick. Lozier gets taken out in front of the scoring box, no call. Martin for Laramie carries it in onside. Shot, bouncing puck, save, Winke into the corner. Korbin Lozier. Off the boards but not out, held in, shot, tank, misdirected wide. Martin loses an edge. Ryleigh White now will get to it, push it around behind Winke for Clark. Clark up the far wall, out to center. And Laramie's going to come right back in, just onside. Russell for Laramie, delays, tries to turn with it. Battle back and forth, held in there by Tank. And they'll say that comes out of the zone. It's going to be an offside. Out there will be Tanner White, Jeremiah Kondash, and Jackson Miears up front. It's Lundvall and Winke back on defense. Jansen for Laramie carries it in, works into the slot through everybody, takes a shot, shut down by Winke, and they will score that. Looked like own goal, potentially off the stick of Tanner White there, trying to clear it. And Laramie is going to take the lead 3-2. Kondash challenging here near boards. Laramie puts it deep back behind Winke. Lundvall steps over to shut down any shot from that side, and he'll carry it out and forces it up the boards. White tries to angle it, gets it out of the zone. Should be an offside, and they'll blow the whistle. Puck comes over here to the near boards. At the blue line, Kondash feeds one back. Lundvall send it off the far boards. Miears loses it. Lundvall again around the boards. He's going to find Tanner White. Challenged immediately by Tank. Taking off the puck. And you can't kick the puck into the goal, but he was giving A for effort. And that shot well wide left. Under 9 minutes to play, right out in front of Winke. Lundvall off the boards and held in. And again, lifted out. Tanner White's back behind everybody. He'll scoop this puck up. Can he get a shot off? No, good back check there by Jansen. So not allow White to get a shot. And here comes Jansen, turned back the other direction. Laramie with numbers, but Clark able to pick his pocket. Now Clark into the zone, back checked again. Slashed a few times, goes uncalled by Russell. Russell overskates the puck, now into the zone. And White will send that, and it's going to go for an icing against Yellowstone. Under 8 minutes to play in the hockey game. Yellowstone needs to find a way to square this hockey game and do it quickly. It'll be Mushlock, Hazen, and Lozier out there on the front line. Lozier and Schlenker defensive pairing. Mushlock this draw. Hazen with control, skates around the Laramie defender, but then held in at the last minute. Schlenker puts it up the boards, trying to find Lozier. Korbin Lozier into Laramie territory. He'll go back around behind, tries a wrap around a 10 of his own. Puck still loose there. Lozier trying to get it over to Hazen, standing in the slot. Puck loose, now covered. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off here, far circle. And Yellowstone showing some pressure. This one lifted by Laramie, not able to be held in by Schlenker, but good effort. And Hazen into the zone offside. Mushlock over center for the draw, just outside the Laramie zone. Draw is one back by Mushlock for Clark. Clark feeds through defense, has Lozier, has everybody. Oh, but he takes a shot that goes center mass, looks for the rebound, wraparound, doesn't get it. Puck stays behind the net. Lozier diving play. And it's going to be a tripping call coming against Yellowstone. Finally, they blow the whistle. And it's going to be a tripping call coming to Korbin Lozier. And the refs need to get it together here. Just typical Laramie officiating, which is to say the worst in the state. So 1 minute penalty kill here for Yellowstone. Out there is White. Lozier and Lundvall, I believe. High shot, handled by Winke. And that was into his pad and whistle blown. Back out to center ice, played by Tank, Laramie defense woman. She fires it off her teammate's head. And it's going to be an icing charged against Yellowstone. White to take the draw, 6:09 left to play. 20 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for Yellowstone. Right out in front, no shot from Laramie. Martin will gather it far side. Sends it in deep. Lundvall back behind Winke. Has the puck in his skates, sends it around the boards. Tanner White trying to get there to chop it out. Does get it out of the zone. Lozier out of the box on a break. But Tank on the back check takes him out. Trips him, no call that direction. Shocker. And into the zone offside is Laramie. Mushlock with the puck from his own zone. Pushes it over for Clark. Held into the zone by Laramie. Mushlock to Clark. Again, back to the blue line, held in. Mushlock turns, far wall. Laramie keeps it again. The green wall at the blue line is keeping that puck in the zone. Now it'll be Clark, finally able to get the clear back to center. Looking to skate around some defenders. Maverick Clark fires one and scores! Maverick Clark with the critical goal to even the score at 3. And that's a big one. Need to keep the pressure on here with 4:42 to play. And here's Clark again. Blood in the water. Maverick Clark tries to fire one toward the net. That's intercepted by Laramie. 4 green jerseys there. And now Laramie's behind everybody. Jansen, Mushlock hustling back on the back check. Mushlock dives. Shot goes wide right. But Winke loses his stick, goes behind the net. That puck goes right across the front of the crease. Mushlock pushing it around the far corner. Laramie holds it in deep. Shot out front, puck is loose. Now picked up, Clark. Clark looking to pick up speed. Challenged by Tank. Tank loses an edge. Clark working to the middle. Here's Maverick Clark, tries to fire back. Now Mushlock overskates, and that's going to be a penalty. Penalty coming to Laramie for tripping. That's going to be number 17, Russell, I believe, going to the box. 1 minute for tripping against Laramie. And it's going to be a timeout called by Laramie, so both teams will go to the benches to talk it over. All right, Mushlock over center for the draw. He's out there with Lozier and Hazen up front. White and Lundvall, defensive pairing. Mushlock wins that draw, unable to fire with traffic there right in front of him. Laramie's going to carry it through center. Mushlock on the back check, loses footing, now back on feet. Westbrook for Laramie, sends it deep. Karam's off the end wall. It'll be handled here by Tanner White.
Hey, you have time!
Lundvall feeds it for Lozier. Back into the zone.
Corbin.
3 minutes to play in a 3-3 hockey game. In the third period, that's symmetry if you've ever heard one. Centering pass from Hazen gets intercepted by Laramie. Mushlock comes up with a steal. Sharp angle shot. Mushlock almost inside that right post. And then Lozier fires one that's deflected up into the netting, and that'll draw the stoppage in play. We'll get an offensive zone draw, far face-off circle. And confusion from the Yellowstone club on the ice. It's Schlenker going to take the draw. Ryleigh White and Kondash, the other forwards. Clark picks this one up from the defensive spot, tries to put it back in the zone, unable. And it's going to be Russell on a breakaway. And off the outside of the net. Good poke check there from Clark. Now Jansen takes a shot. Ryleigh White has it out front, clears it out from in front of the net. First to it'll be Jeremiah Kondash, and he'll get it out of the zone, but then tripped up. No call. Jansen right back in for Laramie, then poked out. Martin brings it in. Should be an offside call. And now they'll finally blow the whistle. Yellowstone just rolling the lines, but Laramie putting all their big guns on the ice. It's going to be Mushlock, Miears, Hazen up front. Tanner White and Lundvall back on defense. Mushlock over center for the draw. Laramie puts it into the zone, offside, no whistle. Russell into the slot, good back check, Mushlock. 1 minute, 35 seconds to play in the hockey game. Mushlock goes into the corner, trying to win the battle for this puck. Does, sends it over toward Miears, unable to skate to it, and that's going to be dumped in way offside. And draw is controlled by Yellowstone. Hazen pushes it forward, chases. Hazen loses an edge, takes a spill right there at the blue line. Now Mushlock ties this puck up here on the near boards. Russell for, yeah, he's offside, and that will draw the whistle. Minute 7 remaining to play. We've got Winke and Schlenker back on defense here. Clark's in the game with Ryleigh White and Lozier, and it's going to be another offside call, 53 seconds to play. Martin fires a shot, Winke save. Rebound right out front, cleared by Lozier. 45 seconds. Lozier works up the near wall. Unable to push it out of the zone, held in there by Tank. Ref needs to get out of the way, finally does. Ryleigh White battling in there with Lozier. Lozier shoved to the ice. That came out of the zone, and that will draw the offside whistle. 25 seconds to play in the hockey game, 3-3. Tense moments here and need to apply pressure. And we check Kondash into the game. Clark pushing it up. And Lozier on the scoring bench, turns it back to center. Here comes Laramie. Lozier, good poke check from his belly. Tank fires one. Finds Martin, 4 seconds to play. Shot fanned on. 2-1, and there is the horn, and this is going to be a tie hockey game. And we'll have to get back to you. I'm not sure what that means. It's probably going to come down to goal differential, and I'm not sure how we stand against this Laramie Green, or this Laramie Yellow Hockey Club, of who's going to go to the championship. So look for updates from me on Facebook. We'll be playing here around 10 or 11 o'clock, if I remember correctly. great effort from the team here to keep that game knotted at 3 at the end, especially as Laramie put a lot of pressure on it. So we'll be back for our final game, whether it's the championship or the consolation to be determined. We'll see you in a bit.